Hey, what's up guys? Sloth King here. Today I'm working on my 4th gen Toyota 4Runner and we are going to be replacing the inner fender lining splash guard flaps. I forget what they're called. But they're the little flaps right here that protect mud, water, and everything else going inside of the engine bay. And yeah, so we're going to be replacing those. The ones on the driver's side are kind of fine. They're just old. The passenger side is non-existent, like you guys have probably seen in previous videos. They're just torn. They're gone. So I went ahead and ordered some new ones. And usually I go ahead and get OEM stuff, but I decided to go aftermarket on these. And we're going to see how well they are, because the OEM ones were like $20 or $30 a piece. And I did not want to spend over $100 on this stuff. So let's go ahead and see how well the aftermarket ones fit. And let me show you what you are going to need for this. It's literally one tool, pretty much. So let's get right into this. All right, so besides needing a jack and some jack stands and some wrenches to take off your wheels, all you really need is your new fender lining flaps and a trim removal tool. Yep, that's it. So let's go ahead and open this up and see how well these look. All right, so here is the packaging. This is from a company called A1 Premium. This is not sponsored. I decided to pick this up from Amazon. This comes with driver and passenger side ones. So let's see if there's a clear indication of which one is which inside of here. At first glance, that should look pretty decent. All right, so this comes with a sheet that shows which one is left and rearward and right side. It does come with some clips, but from what I read on the Amazon comments, people complained that these did not fit right. So we're gonna go ahead and see if they fit okay. And someone did say that the holes don't line up, but we're gonna see about that. But first glance, these are... they have enough flex to them. They don't seem like they're gonna just snap in half. They actually look like they're built pretty decently. So let me go ahead and sort out the driver and the passenger side real quick, and then I'll show you which one's which, and then let's go ahead and install it. All right, so I got this all sorted out. So when it says left forward and left rearward, that means driver side. And then right forward, right rearward is passenger side. So they're literally looking at it from if you're sitting inside of the car, left and right. Here's my driver's side ones. They all look like it's gonna line up pretty well. So let's go ahead and pop these clips out. Let's start with the rear one first. All right, so these clips, all you need to do is get your tool under here, and then it will pop right out. All right, so that is out, and let's mock up the new one. So people did mention that there might be some holes that don't line up properly, which looks like it is the case. Or maybe not, maybe it's supposed to have like some bend in it. Let's see how well a clip fits first. All right, so here is our OEM clip. And then here is the aftermarket clip. The clips actually look pretty close to each other. Let's go ahead and pop one on and see how well it just like clips in. Oh, yeah, it actually clips in pretty fine. I don't know what those other people were talking about. They said that they didn't fit. So maybe they revised the clips, but they didn't revise the holes that these are supposed to clip into. See, the factory one, this bends right here. So I'm thinking this is like a stress relief for it. Maybe people were thinking that it fits on there flat or whatever. But let's go ahead and add our bend stress reliefs in here. Let's see. mean, that fits fine. You can tell that it bulges out right here, but how this one sits naturally is literally how it sits in there right now. I don't think that's gonna crack or do anything bad. I literally think this is how it's supposed to sit in there. Oh, I had some anti-seize. Where did that come from? All right, let's get the front driver's side one on. So there is a clip on the inside of this shock tower that you guys will see whenever you go ahead and take yours off. Or if yours doesn't have it, well, it's supposed to, you know, be there. So you see how this plastic right here has this bend in it? I literally think that's what people are thinking, that it's like, you know, it's too loose or whatever. It's not supposed to sit flush. Oh, okay. The anti-seize is from whenever we did the upper control arms. Wow, I was messy. Jeez. All right, let's pop these new ones on. All right, there we go. That's on. Yeah, I don't see the issue that people were saying that the holes didn't line up. They're literally supposed to have a bend in the plastic like this. Now, maybe the clips might fail in the future, but I mean, if anything, you can just order the OE clips or better quality clips like this and then just pop them on if the clips do break. But to me, that fits fine. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go do the passenger side, and then let's check it out afterwards. All right, guys, I am all done. I got both sides on, and here is the driver's side. Let's go check out the passenger side. Yep, and here is the passenger side. I think they fit fine. Literally, there's like no issues with the fitment. All the people that gave the comments on the Amazon listing saying that the holes don't line up, they installed them properly. It's not supposed to sit flush. It's supposed to sit on there curved a little bit, like with how the factory one sit on there. Like, I'll pop up the picture that I took right beforehand. You see how on the driver's side it like bumps out a little bit? That's how it's supposed to sit on there. Now, the only thing that I can say is that I might have to replace is the clips. The clips seem kind of flimsy, but I'm gonna try them out. I still have my old factory ones here. I just want to see how long the clips and the linings will last. I'm pretty sure that they will last a while. I'm just kind of skeptical on those clips, but hey, if you guys still have your OEM ones and they're fine, just reuse those, you know? But if I have any issues with these in the future or anything, I'll just update the description, or I'll tag a comment in the comment section from myself saying, hey, you know, these aren't worth the buy. But for right now, how they fit and how easy it is to install and how inexpensive they are compared to the OEM ones, they fit just fine. They're not flimsy. I don't think they're going to crack or break within the next year or two, but we will see. Anyways, if you guys like this video and it helped you guys out, awesome, good. Go pick these up. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next ride.